about that. Hello. Hi, everybody. I decided to do a very quick flight today on stream to just shake down a download I got from flightsim.to. I'm flying a Challenger. I don't think it's the 650. It could be the 605. It probably is a 650, but it's a freeware download, and I wanted to do a very quick flight just to enjoy myself. Also trying to figure out why my sound isn't working, but I think it's just the fact that the interior of this plane has been really, really, really well shielded. A Challenger MSFS, say what? Yes, yes, it is the real deal, my friend. Well, it's nowhere near the hot start, Challenger 650, but it looks the part. It looks pretty neat. It reminds me of the Challenger like 300, and we've got loads of traffic today, so we're gonna have some fun. I think we're gonna have a little bit of fun flying down to Roanoke from Philly. But of course, to get down to to get down to Roanoke, I had to actually fly this thing out of here. So let's see if this actually works. This is the first time I'm flying this. Like this, you are literally seeing me fly this for the first time and learn as I go. I have flown a Challenger 300. It's been a long time since I did that in X-Plane. So let me see. I'll leave cabin pressure auto. Bleeds you can't click on. You can apply. Oh, what is that? APU bleeds? Isolation valve? So let's see. Let's see. Anti-ice. Probes are automatically set. Window heat's automatically set. Ooh, interesting ding for seatbelts. Or no, that's the electronic sign. And it looks like we have airliners using the GA runway, which is great. No landing lights, no taxi lights. ELT is already armed. I will do the logo, of course, because this is a digi stream. And beacons, no. Nav lights, yes. And overheads, blah, blah, blah. Hydraulics, I think, are all on right now. Okay, that's the starter for the APU. APU gen is off for now. Gens are set to on. You can toggle them, and then you have boost pumps. I have about 40% fuel, so I have more than enough to make Roanoke and even go to Norfolk or down to Charlotte easily if I wanted to. So this plane is started up. Let's see what we can do. So voice, speaker, I'm not on VATSIM. This is just with real-time traffic. And none of these are selectable. That's great. I'm okay with that. And what is this? That's just my caution light. I should probably get the APU started since I have so much fuel. I will start it right now. Oh wait, boost pumps. We'll get the APU fired up, and we'll get the APU gen. Does that even move? Okay. I clicked it an odd number of times, so I'm okay. Auxiliary boost pump on. Let's not spend too much time down here. Flight director is now on. And do we have a yaw damper on this plane? If we do, I don't see it. That's okay. Auto throttle, I think. Vertical speed. I think some of the textures might not be in, but again, I don't care. I just want to fly Challenger, and I'm okay with this. So, does this have an auto throttle? I don't think it does, and it's okay if it doesn't. Let me take a look at the flight plan, though, just to see what we're doing. SimBrief gave me a departure on 27 left out of Philly, so that means we'll be rolling with the big boys. And we're flying to Roanoke, landing on 3-4, which is going to make for an interesting landing. And 27. So I'm just going to go ahead and set the heading bug 270 for now. And it'll take me a little while. Sorry. This is fun though. I haven't flown a bizjet, much less a freeware bizjet, in any sim in a while. I was almost gonna do a GA flight with like a slower piston plane, but then I felt like I wanted to do GA. I was gonna try to fly out of Lithuania in a jumbo, but once I got my idea wrapped around the idea of flying like a bizjet or a small plane, I just didn't want to bother. So I'm going to set the initial altitude to 5,000 because I think that's usually what they gave me when I fly VATSIM. And course heading. Course heading can be set. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Let me get my flight plan set through my Navigraph charts. Hope everybody's doing well, okay? Hope everybody's doing well, okay. Wow, stream speak is a thing. Let me import my flight plan from SimBrief, and I will take Philly to Roanoke. Philly to Roanoke has an alternate down to Charlotte if I need it. And let's take a look at the airport info for Roanoke. 10 approaches available. 3-4 has an ILS, which I'm probably going to use if necessary. ILS 3-4 from... Yeah, just the final approach. We'll go final. And that's it. Philly will take the Philly to departure. And we're taking runway 27 out of here, so that's fine. So, good. Good so far. We're going straight to Stowen from 27 left. I do think I've lost my battery. Interesting. Can we fire the engines at least? We'll just go full ham. No external power, I guess. That's okay. Now, was there a starter switch anywhere down here? Oh, stab trim. Oh, yaw dampers are here. So, spoilers, thrust reversers, flight spoiler, tilt range, lighting, integrated lighting, PFD, engine control, interesting flip switches. Okay, we do have engines on. Are they running though? Let me see. It's gonna get loud. Yep, they are running. So let's see. We can turn the auxiliary boost pumps off. Is it complaining because ignition is on? No. Starters are on. We'll stop the APU because we have the engines running. Oh, well, yeah. Having the APU gen on when you have the APU running, that would have been beneficial, Digi. Yeah. That's okay. That's all right. I will turn my taxi lights on for now, and I will take care of the upstairs stuff shortly. Let me just get my flight plan in. Let's see if we have any views. That's fine. Let's get position set. Grab the current GPS position. We will put in Philadelphia as our departure airport. And no gate, we'll set our course heading to 275 for departure. And I'll also do that up here if I can see both places. 275. And I'll hit the B button for Barrow because I'm super lazy. And what else we got? Okay, now we should be able to set the route. If we can. Okay, we'll go here. We'll go Kilo Papa Hotel Lima to Kilo Romeo Oscar Alpha. There we go. Flight number 197. We are Oscar Echo India November Alpha. Cost index 100 because you know how we do. We just floor the throttle. Cruise altitude will probably be 300. It's a short flight. And thrust. No thrust limiters. At least I don't see them. That's fine. Departing out of Philly, we're taking the Philly 2. We are going to take runway 27 left. And we will then add some legs. So again, it's going to be Stowen, Reefy, and Echo Mike India. Stowen, Reefy. And Echo Mike India, which is a VOR. Is it not taking the VOR? There we go. So we're definitely taking the first option because it is in the same hemisphere we are. And what else we got? We got Charlie Sierra November. And I think it's going to be the first one up top. And the last waypoint before we go to approach is going to be Mike Oscar Lima. Mike Oscar Lima. Just checking. Drop it in right there. Takes a little while for it to catch up. Don't know why, but that's okay. I'm happy. Okay, now that we have the waypoints put in for cruise, we need to go ahead and figure out our arrival. We'll take ILS 34. And what did I say? From Monat? Monat is kind of on the way. So I think we'll choose the arrival. And we'll add that to the route. Okay, yeah, so we can just slot right into the approach for 34. And there we go. And those are our waypoints. And that's it. If we have to go missed, where do we go? We go straight ahead. Well, we turn around and then we fly kind of like almost like a teardrop back down the line, only at 5,000 feet to Jexoff. So let me add Jexoff as a waypoint, just so we know where to go. Or do we care? Not sure. I can't show a new screen, so I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to assume that would have been added normally. So that's fine. Let's set up our squawk. Squawk is set. I'm going to assume we're squawking mode Charlie since I don't see any controls for setting squawk. And animations for spoilers. What am I missing? Am I missing anything? I don't think so. This is about as lit as it's gonna get, and I don't know why my oil pressure is low. Is it because my engines aren't on, actually? Hmm, that's a little weird. Let me check. Clearly, I seem to be clearly I seem to be doing something wrong. Engine controls. Is it because we haven't activated the engines yet? Clearly. Nice. Listen to those motors. Wow. I'm sorry. I don't care how few polygons I see in the cabin. The sounds have me hooked instantly. I mean, are you hearing this? So be it, man. This sounds amazing. Bring the volume back a bit just to make sure it doesn't drown me out. Let me know if the volume is good or bad. Okay, just a quick visual check of the flight controls. Full left, full right, full forward, and full back. And while we're back here, rudder controls are not visualized. Let me go outside, it's gonna get loud. Fine by me. So we have taxi lights on. Do we need landing lights? Not yet. Beacon lights and anti-collision lights can go on. And wing lights too. And let's go. An evening flight to Roanoke. What do you folks say? I don't know what ATS means. I can't set my speed. So is what it is. Does it show me what my... It doesn't show me what my rate is. Oh, no, it does. It's right there. So we will climb at 3,000 feet per minute when we take off. All right, let's release the parking brake. One thing I forgot to check. Did I set my ILS frequency? If we have a rad nav, I can probably set it there. There we go, radio tuning. The ILS frequency. Hey, Pavlin, welcome aboard. Good to see you, friend. We are flying to Roanoke for just a quick shakedown flight of the sim, a new add-on. Just gonna have some fun. Roanoke is 109.7 at 336. Where's my course heading? 336. Oh, I said it here. Silly man. Let me pick my source. How do I set my nav source? Do I pick it from the screen? Let's see, turbines transfer, approach. Ah, okay. Give me menu, nav source. Okay, great, here we go. Can we pick something else? That adjusts my radar. And where is my stuff? Should be seeing traffic already, I might be wrong. Terrain and weather. That might actually be weather. We'll keep it on for now. Okay, there's my VOR. I need my core setting. I do see traffic now. Oh, yes, yes, I did see you mention that in Discord today. Thank you. And what do we have? I would very much like to be able to set my core setting. The PFD menu is not working perfectly. It's not working right now. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Oh, there it is. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. BRG source. What is this? Oh, interesting. Now I can switch. Or can I? There we go. The scroll spot is interesting. It's not quite there. Ah, okay, so you have Train Sim and you have Planet Coaster. Congrats. Okay, so we're good, I guess. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to switch the core setting once I get closer to the airport. I wish I could. Because my nav radios are set, or they will be set, but I'll go ahead and set 109 decimal 1097 on both radios. And I don't know what, I think this is just standby, but let me see if that's where the course heading goes. Exactly, yeah. Okay, so I'm hoping auto means it will find the course heading, but it's not right now, so oh well. All right, we'll switch the source back to FMS. Okay, good enough. Now we can get out of here. So, not too shabby. Yeah, yeah, this is a freeware airplane I got from flightsim.to. I'm more than happy to take whatever imperfections come my way, as long as we can fly the plane. It's a Challenger 650, I think. Oh, I'm happy with that. Oh, yeah, absolutely. This thing looks amazing. All right, so we're going to zippity doo dah down to 27 left for departure. And my engine N1 speeds are not crazy out of whack, so I don't know why I have to put in so much left rudder. It's okay. I'm happy. I see lots of ground traffic. Philly's got some arrivals and departures. We're going to make a left turn on Delta and cross the general aviation runway. And this is a combination of real-time traffic as well as multiplayer traffic. So, parking brake for now. We're going to turn my landing lights on, turn my taxi lights off, and I've got pretty much everything else ready to go. I believe we should be good. I'll keep the ignition on. I think I'm okay. Anybody coming? Nope. That's for the main runways, so we should be good. Parking brake release. And cross. But deck does look a little vague, yes. But at the same time, I think this is probably ongoing development, so I'm more than happy to take it as it stands. Let's see. I think we can cross the north-south runway at Kilo, and then we're going to cross 27 right. But let me double check. I don't want to cross with active traffic, even if it is delayed. All right, we're good. Nice. Somebody just touched down. Excuse me. Yeah, one thing I do notice is that the plane has a massive propensity to turn to the one side. I'm probably just mishandling my engines, but I don't know. I think it looks a little bit off. The management, the handling, whatever you want to call it. However, this place is hopping, so I'm happy. We will take November to our departure runway. This is fantastic. Philly's just lit up. All right. Parking brakes for now. Oh, actually, nobody's coming in. Great. Let's cross over. It is Philadelphia, Kilo Papa Hotel Lima. We're doing a very quick flight to Roanoke. This is just a bit of a, you could almost call this a stream test because I don't typically stream on Saturdays. This is just something I'm doing for fun. All right, I want to get to 27 left. Okay, so I should be able to go all the way down to the start of it. And it looks like everybody's arrived, so I'm okay with going down to the runway and lining up and doing a run-up check. Oh, and flaps would help. Okay, we'll take flaps 15 for departure. And it is 5:23 for our departure time. Didn't have too much of a problem getting out of here. But instead of flying down to Woodstown like we normally do, I'm going to fly, I think we're going to fly runway heading, and then we're going to stay on runway heading until we break probably the clouds, and then go direct to Steno. Was that the first waypoint? I'm sorry, not Steno, Stowen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, it's no biggie. I wanted to do a stream just to shake this plane down, and if you and I are the only folks chatting, that's just fine. All right, we should be able to get out of here now. Okay, parking brake is released. Flaps are set to go. And let's go, Toga. Just a little bit of left rudder, which technically shouldn't be necessary in a plane like this, but that's okay. A little bit of nose down. I'm popping a wheelie. There we go. Positive rake gear up. Flaps up. And we'll do... Where's my AP switch? Ooh, is it raining? It's raining. Do me a favor, do heading hold. But you know what? Let's just do nav. Autopilot. Why are we turning to the left? Let's go this way. Zoom. So do we actually have a speed hold? We do. We're at 5,000. Let's take this thing all the way up to 300. Oops. Zoom in. Oh, no, no, no. I went with the wrong scroll. Is there a bigger scroll? No. Let's go ahead and do 2,800 feet per minute. And we'll keep adjusting this. Give me a bit to catch up in chat. And there we go, 300. Okay, so there we go. The sim is the sound pack is a bit loud, but I'm okay with that. Actually, let me lower the sim volume. That should be fun. Gear is up, flaps are up. Taxi lights are off. Oof, beautiful clouds. Oh, this was the altimeter. Okay, this knob. Okay, 10,000 feet. Landing lights off. And we'll set the speed to 280 knots. We've got loads of traffic, wow. Beneath us, of course. Can I see anything? Can't see anybody coming out of the clouds. Oh no, wait. I thought I saw something. Yeah, right here. There is somebody there. That's neat. I think they're climbing out. That is awesome. I'm happy. Better reflection profile. You're probably right. And I appreciate being added to your auto host list. Is hosting still a thing? I know I can raid people, but I don't know about hosting. I appreciate the sentiment. So we're just flying past Stowen now, and we're well on our way. Sheesh, we climbed through the clouds so fast I didn't even stop to think about the outside temperature. 19 right now, and we've got rain around us, but we don't have anything in front of us right now. Let me adjust my range. Take the weather off for now. Not bad. Stall protection. Yeah, there's a lot of buttons that have been put in here. I'm interested to see how far this goes. I like this plane. Okay, we are at standard altitude. So just adjust it for 29902, and that's it. Okay, now we're on FMS. Is it going to take me off course? Let's see. Hmm, that's weird. So we're going straight ahead, but we're not following the path. And this is turning me away from the magenta line, so to speak. So LNAV is not working. Okay, LNAV needs some work. I'll probably make a note of that in my comments on flightsim.to. But it's okay. Like, oh, wait a minute. Why is track set to 244? That's probably why. What waypoint am I going to? There we go. That was my fault. That was my fault. There we go. Now, GPS mode is tracking the correct waypoint. There wasn't a direct line drawn to Reefy. I did something wrong. Well, I gotta say, I liked watching some of the P3D landing videos that I saw, and that vignette flight you did in the, I think it was the 747 or 777. But I like P3D content. Not gonna lie, I still like flying the sim every once in a while. Okay, now we went past Reefy. So which waypoint are we going to next? We should be going to the next waypoint. I don't know why it's not showing it to me there, but that's okay. If I have to hit direct to every single waypoint we have to go to, I'll do it. It's worth it. Nice. Once you get the new parts in. Sounds like it's going to be soon. All right, it's going to get loud. I'm going to take a look at the plane from outside again. Ooh. Look at that. Just a quick snapshot. That is very pretty. The journey draws to an end after waiting for a long time. Congratulations. Okay, let me see how far out we are. Lots of real-time traffic. Well, not real-time, but pretty close. I've got Echo Mike India, and then I've got Charlie Sierra November, and then Mike Oscar Lima, and then we go for our approach to land at Roanoke. We're cruising at Mach 0.74. We could probably go faster. Let's see. Could even go faster, couldn't we? Let's go to 300. Okay, so Mach 0.78. Oh, well, that's interesting. Hello? Let's bring the speed back down, thank you. I must have toggled this by mistake. Symphony and piano piece. Nice. Okay, so the bizjet is rough around the edges, but it looks pretty, and the cockpit works well enough for me to get around. Ooh, who dis? It's nice to see contrails in the sky, even if you're flying by yourself, just seeing other real-time traffic. That's pretty neat. Okay, so folks, hello, welcome aboard. I am DigiDriver. We're flying a freeware download from flightsim.to. This is a uh, Challenger 650, I think. It's freely available on the site, and I'm just doing a shakedown flight going from Philly to Philadelphia to Roanoke. And I want to see who's passing overhead. Nice, looks like southwest. Maybe I'm wrong. That is pretty neat. Okay, coming up on Echo Mike India, which means I need to set my new waypoint next. Well, I mean, I come from like FSX and flying FSX on VATSIM with stock aircraft. You either have to use the heading bug or you have to use the computer in unconventional ways. So I'm okay. Like I I think I've genuinely flown in worse situations. Well, in the sim, I mean. 1 nautical mile to Echo Mike India. Let's switch to our next waypoint. Yeah, it's all right. I I used to fly the stock Learjet 45, the stock 737, and FSX didn't have all the waypoints that you had in real life, so I would use the heading bug. Sometimes it had to be done. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I think I told you this either in Discord chat or the last time we streamed. I got the latest modification of the Salty Simulations 747-800 mod. It's not a PMDG level experience, but it is definitely a nice little thing to fly. The plane itself is big. I'm just saying it's nice to fly it and have some more of the systems recognized. So I was able to fly it from Dulles to Charlotte. Oh, well, we're talking about the Salty Simulation 747-800. There is an SSG available for X-Plane, which I haven't bought, and honestly, I haven't had the desire to buy too many other payware aircraft for X-Plane. I mean, I have all the X-Plane 11 aircraft I'm ever going to use, and I upgraded or up paid the $10 to get the Tolas A319 into X-Plane 12. So, because I bought it before. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was confused for a moment because you mentioned SSG. SSG made me think of the one from X-Plane. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to model every single switch, and it's not going to model some of the other systems that the PMDG 747 did and P3D, but I'm okay. Mach 0.81 roughly right now. We're not doing bad. Not doing bad. Does this plane have an interior? I don't think so. I might check that at some point. True, true. They would look alike, or many of those kinds of many of the same kinds of planes do look alike, because sometimes there's not that much to distinguish them in terms of visuals, but they might be similar. All right, go back outside. I just want to see how my rudder's doing. Good. Oh yeah, there's been people are very much anticipating getting the 777. The 747, I think, is the next one that's going to come out. I think. I think. I don't know. I've been paying more attention to the hopefully pending release of the Bluebird Simulations 757 for obvious reasons. But yeah, I think the more payware aircraft we get in the sim, the more variety is going to exist. I mean, there's plenty of payware aircraft now, but bringing back the 777 is going to make a lot of people happy. We've got roughly 33 nautical miles to go and a lot of traffic down and to my left. Why is that? That is because we're flying past Dulles. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so when should I begin my descent? Let's see. I've got I've got Casanova, which is Charlie Sierra November. I passed Westminster, which was Echo Mike India. And after Charlie Sierra November, we're going to get to Montebello, which is Mike Oscar Lima. The largest mapped leg is 74 nautical miles. So roughly 65% of that's going to be about 40-ish. And we need to get down to about 3,800 feet. So if we're at 30,000, we need to lose about 27,000 feet. We need to start our descent probably around 90 nautical miles. So assuming the leg between Mole and Monat's about 40, somewhere around halfway between Casanova and Montebello, we're going to begin our descent, which is probably going to be in about 20 minutes. Probably. Oh, nice. New music. I'll have to spend some time listening to that soon. That's right. Flight gear. I tried dabbling in flight gear a little bit, and I think it's a lot easier to get started with flight gear now, but they don't have the kind of scenery, like land class scenery stuff that, P3D has or X-Plane has. I think it's probably not impossible to make stuff happen for that sim, but I don't know how to, and I don't know that I want to spend time building scenery for flight gear right now. That might change if I spend some time looking at the way the files work or seeing if anybody else wrote scenery for it, but I'm still trying to get Plymouth Municipal Airport finished, and I did spend some time last night laying down all the fence, so I have the entire airport wrapped. And I think the next thing I have to do is do a little bit of interior wrapping and then essentially just be done. Well, not be done with everything, but be done with some of the fence work and start working on more and more buildings. When was the last time anybody wrote anything for it? Let me check. Let's see. Flight gear. Flight gear, flight sim. Current stable release is 2020.3.17, released November 22nd of last year. So I don't necessarily know if they're done building it, but the last time they released an update was back in November, so it's a little dusty. It's not, I don't think it's horrible, but I don't. Oh, actually, let me click on developers. World Scenery Roadmap. Ooh, okay. Well, that was in 2020. Do we have? They do have land class data. That reminds me a little bit of FSX. They're doing something, or at least it looked like they were. Let's put it this way. Between MSFS, P3D, and X-Plane 12, I've got about 97 to 99% of my simulation needs for civil aviation met. For somebody else to jump in and to make a new sim that will grab my attention, I don't know. I think I'd have to have a much more personal stake in what they're doing. Ah, okay. OSM buildings. Right. I would be very curious to learn how to do AutoGen. Oof. Ow. Okay. 10-4. Roger. Roger, Roger, Roger. Okay. Overflew the waypoint. That's fine. Let's go direct to Montebello. Activate, get myself turned around a little bit. And this is when I have to start paying attention. Because essentially, once I get to about halfway, which is roughly another 30 nautical miles in, that's when I need to begin my descent. Current ground speed is about 390 knots. We have a 121 knot headwind, mostly, and I will probably decrease my airspeed to like Mach 7.4 or something like that, and then begin descent. Well, that's unfortunate. That's sad. Um, ugh, I don't like it when stuff like that happens, man. Whatever. Not whatever as in I don't care. It's I can't do anything about it from my position, but yeah, that is one way to not encourage people to join the team. So, so be it, I guess. Okay, about 27 nautical miles to go before we drop, maybe like 22. So the LNAV doesn't work perfectly, and I need to understand more about ground handling, but the aircraft sounds amazing and the exterior model is good. This is probably something I will keep flying offline to get the hang of. I might take this out on VATSIM. I just need to get comfortable enough hand flying it. And this plane feels like the kind of plane that would be nice to hand fly. It's not nice to taxi. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. So we'll see. Let's see. Somebody is going to be flying overhead soon. Don't know if I'll be able to see what it is. Contrail effects in the sim are bank. Can't tell. Understood. All right, who are you? Is that an American Airlines plane? It looks yellow. It could be Spirit. It probably is. Oh, no, no, no. No, that's either American or United. Oh, wow. That's an A340? Hello? Nice. I wonder where they're going. All right, good enough. We're almost coming up on top of drop and we're running into some turbulence. Or wake turbulence. Probably turbulence, because that plane looked like it was at least 1,000 feet above me. Actually, several thousand feet above me. Okay, so let's prep for our descent. We are currently at 378 knots ground speed, so our descent rate will probably be around 18 to 1900 feet per minute as it stands right now. I will set my descent all the way down to 3,800 feet. I shouldn't have a problem with terrain obstacles, stuff like that, because the minimum safe altitude in this area is going to be, oh, I'm sorry, between the last VOR and the approach, it will be 6,300. Keep an eye out, but I don't think I'm going to have a problem. And we're shooting for 3,800 feet. Okay, we should begin our descent now. So about 1,800 feet per minute, and we're going to back our speed down to roughly 290 knots indicated, which will be like Mach 0.74. And we'll keep descending down to 3,800 feet. We should probably be fine to get through that zone, but I'll keep my eyes peeled. Excuse me. I will stay alert. Okay, does this plane have an auto brake? I don't think it does. I will manually deploy spoilers when we land. and that's fine. So, let's see, what did I say? 1,800 feet per minute? AI planes, do you mean like traffic, or do you mean the autopilot or the MCP in aircraft? I don't think you mean the MCP. I think you're talking about AI aircraft or traffic. I could be wrong. Let me know. Okay, so roughly 1,800 feet per minute. We're on our way into Roanoke. It's going to be a cloudy arrival. I don't know if it's going to be weather, so let's keep our eyes open. Let me go ahead and check TAF or METAR for Roanoke. I don't have a command, so I'm using the internet. Okay, the METAR at Roanoke Blacksburg. It says it's VFR. Winds are 340 at 7. We've got 10-mile visibility, and I think the clouds are at 4,000. Let me see. Where's that reading? Where is that reading? There we go. All right. Winds 340 at 7. Visibility 10 statute. Clouds scattered at 3,800. And temperature's 4. Dew point's -4. The altimeter is 3,000. So not bad. Not bad. 3-2. So we can adjust the descent rate. 1,600 feet per minute. We got time. I think we do anyway. We can probably go faster though. Heads up, I will most likely not be streaming tomorrow. I may go back to doing office hours this week, doing late night scenery dev. So I will probably be doing scenery development, continuing scenery development for Plymouth. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming next weekend. Right now, I'm probably going to say no, but that might change. If I do stream next weekend, it's probably going to be on on Sunday. I don't know for a fact though, so it depends. It depends. I might be doing some stuff. I might just want to take a break from streaming for a little bit. I don't stream on a schedule anymore like I used to. I like streaming, but sometimes I'm just like, don't feel like it. How did I learn Blender? I learned Blender by just jumping into it. I wanted to export scenery from Google Maps into Flight Sim, but I got frustrated because I could never figure out how to maintain the quality of the photogrammetry that I would get from the sim. So I just quit doing that. But that introduced me to Blender, and then I got into a little bit of 3D work, but that's back in the fall of 22. I stopped and walked away from it for a while. And then what happened was I decided in spring, I was like, spring of 22, I said, spring of last year, I was going to start learning it. So then essentially what happened was I just decided to keep learning it because I wanted to make scenery, and eventually they just stuck. Oh, I got a burst of wind. The weather adjusted, and instantly I was overspeeding. But no, no, I started learning Blender by looking at YouTube videos online. There are a couple of people that I saw that I can probably point you to if you have interest. One is an Italian name. I think it's Federico Pinotti, Pinotti, and the other channel is called My Physical World. Have I ever thought about working on photoreal for P3D? Believe it or not, the thought crossed my mind in the past. Um, I've dabbled with the idea of making scenery for P3D, and I might still tweak an occasional airport, but by and large, I don't think I'm interested in doing P3D scenery development anymore. And the reason why is because essentially, if I understand correctly, Lockheed Martin is going to be working on a a new a totally brand new engine for their flight sim platform. So it's going to result in probably having to learn a new way of being able to create scenery. I used to build ortho for X-Plane 11, and if I can get my computer to behave well enough, I might do an X-Plane 11 stream in the not too distant future because I built a lot of ortho in the US. I mean, I installed a lot of ortho in the US. I built a lot of European ortho. I have, I have, I think I have like uh, places like Croatia, some of Bulgaria, Greece. I don't think I built any Turkish ortho, but I went as far northwest as like say the UK. I think I built the Faroe Islands. I don't think I built ortho for Iceland. But then I just stopped because I think I got busy with life and I debated the idea of getting back into it, but X-Plane 11 just got too needy. It was exacting so much of a toll on my CPU. I'm like, I'm not sure if this is healthy for me to fly it anymore. But then when I downloaded and installed X-Plane 12, I was like, I'm done. It uses so much less power on my CPU, and it's so much nicer. At least that's my perception. Exactly, exactly. We're talking about the new Unreal Engine, which is purported to be the base graphics engine for their simulator. Is that going to convince a lot of people to come back into the sim? I don't know. But remember, P3D was supposed to be for education and training purposes only. So while you can buy a professional license, and I think that's the loophole for content creators like myself, where we were basically showcasing the software, me as like a Joe Schmo, I can't go into a software store and go, hey, I want to buy P3D. What do you want to use it for? Oh, I just want to fly around. Well, it's like, no, that's an entertainment license. It wouldn't be an official license to use a sim. But that was a whole humongous can of worms over the past like 5, 10 years. I have I have the professional license. So I remember paying a good like 200 some odd bucks for that. So I can keep flying that on stream. Although, when was it? Yeah, the last time I flew it on stream was when we were doing the Phenom flight from Jacksonville to Nassau. I might do another stream of that in the not too distant future. But I think the older P3D gets, the more challenging it's going to be to do anything close to a realistic flight because you might have to either update the AFCAT files yourself or there will have to be people that will be maintaining those airports. And that's what I think broke FSX for me. I got to a point where I literally said, wait a minute, like I can't keep downloading AFCAT files. I'm going to break my sim. And I did actually break the sim. I stopped being able to load the sim because I think I had so many scenery files installed, it didn't want to open. So, P3D is a great sim for systems modeling. Um, what do I want to say? Systems modeling simulation, and for specific situations like that. I think maybe Microsoft took lessons from the decades that people were using that engine and applied it to reworking the way MSFS works. I don't know. For a sim that's now almost, let's see, actually it's over 2.5 years old. For a 2.5-year-old sim, I gotta say, I've really liked flying MSFS. I do like X-Plane for what it brings, but in terms of, graphical prowess and having built-in ortho that's streamed to my PC, I've got the bandwidth to handle streaming it, so I'm happy. If I took big graphics off and I used synthetic scenery, I'd probably have land class, but I don't know if I'd like to fly the sim that way. I mean, I think I would be tempted to do that, but I don't know. I don't know. We are on our way to which waypoint? To Monat, I think. Yes, we're almost there. So descending at roughly 2,000 feet per minute is a good idea. There are ways. There are ways. Well, I mean, if you are dedicated and intense enough, you can build your own code, model your own systems, build your own airports, do whatever you want in the sim. I think there is still a part of me that would like to kind of challenge the status quo in some ways and, do some stuff for things like P3D. But at the same time, I work a full-time job in real life and I'm already doing scenery for MSFS and soon, hopefully, X-Plane as well. So the idea or the concept of building scenery for like more than two sim platforms, that's going to be tricky for me. So if I was doing it full time, maybe we could talk about that. At some point, that is a very tempting proposition, but at the same time, I understand. I'm going to keep my altitude around 4,000 as we approach. I'm okay with being a little higher than the recommended altitude at Monat, and then we should be able to turn to final, and hopefully I'll be able to get the ILS to kick in. Hopefully the approach systems work and everything else is, you know, acceptably off. All right, here's that turn to final. I'm going to set up my heading bug to go to the final approach on a 45-degree angle. Well, actually, that is a 45-degree angle, I think. And then we can arm the approach boat. Oof. Lovely. Oh, that's a screenshot right there. Thank you. All right, almost there. Almost there. We took off at 5:23. We're almost at 50 minutes. Wow, not bad. Ooh. Middle East and Japan to true Earth. Who knows? Who knows? It might still be possible to do stuff like that. It might be. Let's go to 25, no, 260. And let's start slowing down to approach speed. We'll go to 230 knots. I have a little bit of nose high attitude. Once we get to about 210 knots, I will put down flaps. Do we have V speeds? We have 230, so I can put flaps 1 now. Where are my flaps? Oh, we just have 20, 30, and 40. So what's 20? 20 is 220. Okay, let's put some flaps in. All right, flaps 20. Oh, no, wait, that actually is flaps 1. That's flaps 20, or whatever that was. All right, let's track the approach onto final. A little better. Wow. Yeah, yeah. And also I have Rex AccuSeasons, which means that the trees aren't all green, depending on what corner of the world you're in. I should probably do some flights in South America to get a hold of the, the fall time, which is what it's going to be coming soon. All right, let's switch our nav to VOR. Come on, come on. Can we get nav, please? Oh, come on, be nice. Wow, try it again. Yeah, it's not letting me choose it, unless, of course, I was using the wrong one. Okay, good. I was using the wrong one. Phew. All right, let's switch it to VOR. And now we'll go to the heading. We'll bug up the heading, and then we'll activate approach mode. Oops. Okay, we'll take it down to 190. All right, let's see if approach mode works. Gear down. What is 30 is 185. Let's do 170 for now. And there's the airport. 45 is 170. Okay, gears down and flaps are set. Okay, so it is tracking the glide slope, or the localizer at least. I'm happy. Sweet. Dude, that's fantastic. Okay, so here's the test. We're going to see what happens when we cross a glide slope. I'll set the airspeed to 160. Ooh, can I turn on the flight recorder? Where's my flight recorder? I don't see it. Active pause, pushback, flight assistance, ATC, objectives, travel to, VFR map, weight and balance, custom toolbar. Do we have flight recorder? We don't have replay. All right, hold on. I'm going to break immersion. I want to see if I can activate flight recorder. I see people use it, but I never turn it on. Experimental. Replay tool on. Okay, great. Now let's see if we can actually use it. Come on. Okay, the replay toolbar is on. Can I see it? Okay, so we are actually coming down. We found the glide slope down into Roanoke. There's downtown Roanoke, which is amazing. We are tracking really well on the glide slope. We've got 2 white, 2 red. Or 2 red, 2 white. We're all right. Good stuff. We are full flaps. We are gear down. And altitude, we're going to set to, we're going to keep it 4,000. Actually, we'll set it back to 5,000. That's the missed approach altitude. We will need to hit that before we hit the mountains. Let's take the speed down to 155. Actually, 150. I want to have a little bit of nose up attitude. A little windy. Winds are from the north-northwest at 2 and variable. Here goes, Chad. It looks nice tonight. Okay, ATS is off.
Autopilot.
My aircraft. A little bit low, that's fine. All right, we're coasting it in. And got the throttle. Okay, and down. All right, welcome down, everybody. We floated, and then we cut speed so much, but we made it down. Okay, we can bring this in, bring our flaps back up. Come on, there we go. Welcome down, welcome to Roanoke, everybody. An evening touchdown in the foothills of the, what would you call this, the Blue Mountain Range? It certainly is purdy. And am I wrong, or is an airplane about to land the same runway I just landed on? Because that would be dope. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. Got some really fast taxi speeds. I will stay on this taxiway until we get to the terminal and then just park it and hit the replay and see if I can actually use the replay. Yes, definitely a long landing, but we weren't going that fast. Also, with full flaps, this thing has a very, very, very low stall speed. I was literally only starting to drop out of the sky at 118 knots. So technically we should have slammed it down, but we're fine. And we have issues with jetways not fully rendering, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and do the classic VIP drop-off at the terminal. I haven't actually flown into Roanoke in a long time. Wow. This is an airport that I want to redo for flight sim. Yeah, the center things aren't loading. I don't know why. I think it's maybe because I have to jump out and then go all the way up, but that's okay. Let me hit the replay and stop and just review what we have. So now we have something that we can use on the replay. Let me see if this works. Before I do anything, let me see if we actually have interior cabin modes. No, we don't. That's okay. All right, so let me go ahead and use a replay briefly and see how it works. So camera track recording, set sequence location, timeline controls. Um, there we go. This is replay. Dude, this is dope. I can move it forward and pull it back. So we'll go to about here is fine. Oh wait, I can't switch view modes during replay? Where'd my replay mode thing go? Oh, that's not good. Hold on. Oh well. Watch it from inside the cabin, I guess. Yeah, I can. It felt like I was going to stop just past this point, but then I think I flared really hard. Yeah, so we're probably set down at like maybe minus 300 or something like that. It wasn't a horrible landing, but it could have been so much better. All right, let me hit the escape button. Um, yeah, I think I lost the ability to. I lost my replay window. I don't know what's up. Well, it's okay. What? Oh, I thought for a moment my camera mode was being controlled. It recorded everything. Duh. The only thing it doesn't let me do is adjust the parking brake, so I'm glad that I didn't turn anything off. So yeah, folks. I mean, that's it. I had a nice flight. We just made it about an hour after we left Philly, and yeah, yeah, it records everything. I don't know how this is supposed to work otherwise, but I know I know I can't get my replay window back unless of course I can access it from the debug mode. Debug weather, debug vegetation, VR. Yeah, I don't see an option to, and that's okay. It's okay. It's pretty neat that it records basically everything I did, which is sweet. But such is life. Hmm. It's probably something I'll have to play around with once I try it again. I just know if I have the replay window open, I'm not going to get rid of it. But that's all right. All right. Let me save the screenshot that I took on my way down to Roanoke. It was an absolutely amazing screenshot, which I will probably post up in Discord. And that is about it. Might be the plane too. You might be right. You might be right. So so be it. That is that. And I think I'm good. I'm hoping that the UI pops up after I stop and put the parking brakes on. It should, I hope. Right. So far I can't actually access it. Yeah, I don't know where it actually went. So it's disappointing that I can't see the menu anymore, but it's all right. It happens. What I could probably do is disable replay mode from here. And now, no, it's all right. That'll do then. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and head out, folks. Pavel, have a great rest of your day or evening. And folks, I'm going to let you folks go on and catch any other flight sim or non-flight sim content you want. This is where I wrap the stream for tonight. Like I always like to say, if you want true peace, you need to know the Prince of Peace, Jesus Christ, the Lord of Lords, and the King of Kings. Folks, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and take care for now. From Oscar Echo India November Alpha, the Challenger 650 add on from FlightSim.to, this is the G Driver saying, have a great evening and take care.